Hey everybody, I'm Chef Marco, and I'm going to be in the kitchen with my two newest sous chefs who can't wait to get their hands dirty, creating a classic American favorite, macaroni and cheese with barbecue chicken. We're going to finish it with a crunchified topping. Guys, tell them who you are.
Trevor. Trey.
And they can't wait to show you how to make it. So let's get started. My buddy here is going to be making some chicken fingers. Now we use a boneless breast of chicken, nice and fresh, and we're going to bread it. You know how to bread it? Do you remember what I told you? So go ahead and get started on that. And while he's getting started with the chicken being breaded, he's going to start grating the cheese. We're using an 8-ounce block of white cheddar, and we're going to grate it. And the reason I'm going to grate it is because it melts so evenly and so nice. So you can start grating that cheese. You can use the sharp edge, the big pieces, and just go up and down on the grater. You just want to use the edge of that. So you want to use just like this. You're going to push it down. It's a lot harder than it looks, isn't it? So you can get started on that, and you're going to get all this chicken done. So I want you to go all the way through with that eggs. Okay. All right? And put it back in the breadcrumb. Go just like this.
There you got it.
Isn't that beautiful? And put it right there when you're done. So while you're doing that, I'm going to get the oil nice and hot, and that's how we're going to brown our chicken. Okay guys, beautiful job. Did a great job breading that chicken. Now you got to remember one thing: when you're using chicken, fresh chicken, even seafood or eggs, any of those things, you want to wash your hands. So head over to the sink and wash your hands. Nice job on the cheese. We got it all grated. You still got all your fingers? All right, that's what matters most. So we're going to take our breaded chicken that we have breaded here. You guys want to see how I do this? And this is the start of our breaded chicken. Come on over. Okay, Trevin, beautiful job on breading this chicken. So what I have here is a pan with a little bit of vegetable oil. And I got it on a medium heat. I got it bubbling, and we're gonna make that edge of that chicken get nice and crunchy. So the way I cook chicken, slow and low, all right? So let that cook. So now while that's cooking, we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna get started on our macaroni and cheese. Okay. Now I'm sure you've had macaroni and cheese before, right? Yeah. You love macaroni and cheese? Now tell me, does Mom make the macaroni and cheese out of a box and use that big orange block of cheese? Usually. So that's all right. We're going to get away from that today, and I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. Okay. All right? Okay. So some of these ingredients, you're going to look at me like I'm a little crazy, but we're going to start with flour. Okay. Look at that chicken. How beautiful. What a nice job you did. All right? You want to stay away from that popping. So we're going to start with some flour. We're going to put it in a saucepan. All right? Yep. You know what this is called, what I'm doing? No. It's called starting with a roux. So we're going to put flour and butter. Okay? So the flour and the butter together, when they melt, you know what it's going to do? It's going to cause like a paste. We're going to pour our cream into it, and that's actually going to cause a thickening agent. All right? Does it sound good so far? Yes. All right. Okay, so we got our roux in the pan. Does it almost smell like popcorn? Can you smell that flour cooking off? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our cream to this butter and flour mixture. And while we're pouring that in, we're going to whisk it in. And that's going to thicken the sauce. So I wish I had a shorter pan. I'll show you in 1 second. So you can see how the roux and the cream and everything is in there. Yep. Now here's another little trick that you're going to learn. I use white pepper. It's a little spicier and a little more of a kick. But at the same time, when you make the macaroni and cheese, you'll have that flavor of the black pepper, but you won't see all the little specks that are in there, looking like you did something wrong to your sauce. Cool? Yep. All right, so let that cook for a second. I'm going to ask you to grab me the grated cheese that you just did. You can bring over the grater and everything, just like that. Perfect. Awesome. So now, see how I grated that? Now by grating it like that, it's going to melt real even and a lot easier than if it was in a big whole block, right? So we're going to throw that right in the milk mixture. Set that aside. You see how it's starting to thicken? Yep. Starting to melt. How's your chicken looking? Good. So what do you think, guys? So far it's so easy, isn't it? Yep. So have you guys ever cooked before?
Kind of.
Kind of? What do you make? What's your favorite?
French toast.
French toast? How do you make it?
Well, you get bread and you crack an egg and you stir it, and then you put the bread in there on each side, and then you put it on a pan on whatever this is, and then you take it off and then just technically eat it.
That sounds great. That's one of my favorites. What do you like to cook?
Usually pancakes.
Pancakes are, that's how I started in my culinary career. Did you know that?
No.
Pancakes are the first thing I ever cooked. So this being one of your first things ever to cook, macaroni and cheese, right?
Yep.
So this is awesome. So look how nice and thick our sauce got. Pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
So now we're gonna add our elbow macaroni. You like elbow macaroni?
Yeah.
So our macaroni and cheese is done, guys.
Okay.
Any questions so far?
How long till the chicken's done?
Well, the chicken is just about done. It's probably got another minute or so. But you can see how it's nice and crispy. If you really want to be a culinary guy, put a thermometer in it, temp it at 165 degrees. That way it's done all the way through. You always want to remember food safety, right? Food safety is important because you're eating it, you put it in your body. You want to make sure everything is safe and healthy for you. So I'm going to hand you guys a fork. I say we get ready to put this dish together. What do you think?
Yeah.
So we got our macaroni and cheese. You told me this was your favorite. Barbecue sauce?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna take our chicken right off the top, right off the stove. We're gonna add it in the barbecue sauce. We're gonna put it right on top. Now remember I told you we're gonna make this crunchified?
Yep.
So hang on, there's three of us. 3 pieces of chicken, right?
Yep.
You like Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
So let's make our dish crunchified. There you have it, guys. It's easy, isn't it? Wasn't that cool? So there you have it. I'm keeping it simple, keeping it fresh. I'm cooking with kids. I'm your host, Chef Marco. What do you say, guys? Should we dig in?
Yep.
Trevin, Trey, you guys did a great job on this. Let's give it a whirl. Where's my fork? What do you think? I can't wait to dig in. Oh man, that's amazing. What do you think? Bring the kids to the kitchen, guys.
Mm-hmm.